this thing actually on or no? Okay. Should have really set it up. Oh, a bit bad than that. It's fine though. I have returneth, whatever the saying is. That needs to go on mute. I forgot to put everything out on the social needs, so give me a second. Go to you. Put it in there. Put it on. So I'll be with you in a second. I know I'm wasting out the first 2 minutes. Paste. Come on. Paste. One more. I'll put it on Twitter, well, X. Which seems to have upset some people. Can't really understand why. Have I spelt drawing wrong? No, I haven't. I thought I had. I can never figure out the stories thing on TikTok. I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't make sense of it. Right, let's draw. What pen? I'm going to use this one. Oh, I'm still suffering with some sort of sinus infection or whatever, so forgive the sniffles and all that stuff. Yeah, forgive all the sniffly noises and coughs and whatnot. Probably not going to be chatting that much for this one. Go away. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. 3 watching already. 2 watching. Hello, people. I'm gonna have to drop one of these. No drink today. This to try and unblock the nonsense that's in my head. There's my bin. And I have a like. Thank you for the like. Jeez. Bobby, how's it going? Hope you feel better than I do. Jesus. Have I got that in shot? I haven't got that in shot properly, have I? It'll do. I can't be bothered. Yeah, the plan this week was I got a couple of new sketchbooks. In fact, speaking of which, I'm just reminding myself now that I've mentioned it. 1 second, folks. We'll be back in a minute. Oh, it's still in it. Yeah, I got from the works. And I've already bent the paper like a sausage. But this is more of my practice. Well, not really. I got this from the work, Crawford and whatever brand this thing is. Crawford Black, is it? So I've kind of like a few test runs on that kind of paper. Just to see what I've never drawn on that paper with the pens that I've got, so I wanted to just do a couple of practice drawings to see how it looks before I use my proper good paper to do the frame stuff. But I feel that crap this week. I'm just going to try and squeeze out as many of these as I can. Still hanging from the weekend. Oh, I forgot you went out. You coming to mine on Saturday? Do we know yet, or is it still too early? I can't remember when you said the cut-off point though. Oh my god, my line work. Horrendous. Jeez. Yeah, I think with no more strikes. Oh, sound. Nice one, bro. What time are you coming here? We're getting some pizzas in. Well, I say some, it depends how many people actually come. Well, yeah, it'll be some, it won't just be one pizza, will it? all going around so you come back. I'll be sorted before then. Don't worry about it, cheese. What day is it today? Monday. This thing started for me Friday, so I'm about halfway through. I know it's getting better because it's at its most disgusting stage, which means it's coming out. Whatever Shab takes me, kicking off. 12 o'clock is when my doors open. Anytime after that you can come whenever. I think people are... Well, Swayze Cheese said he'd get here for 1, then he was saying maybe 4, but he can't make up his mind. I can't even tempt him with pizza. Pizza, potato grids, large max. I could tell it's getting better as well because my sinuses right under my eyes are aching like mad because I've been taking that Sudafed, so it's like it's trying to push all the gunk out. I know that's not tip-top live streaming content, but my live stream and I'm poorly, be nice. Be nice! Casa bonita, da 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 da. It's me, Casa Bonita. Okay, well, I'll see how everything plays out on the day. Will you now? You're gonna see how it all plays out on the day. Just like that, are you? Just gonna wait for the day, thinking everything's gonna be all right, and that life will just work in your favour. Is that what you're gonna do, Bobby? Is that how you're gonna play this? Well, we'll see about that one. But yeah, that's fine. Whatever you want. What am I doing here? Coughity cough. Bobby won't appear until King does. He's not allowed. Exactly. You are to King what King is to his wife. You are underneath a great big fat giant thumb. Which is even more embarrassing for you, Bobby. I've got to say, being trapped under that man's thumb. It's not a good place to be. You don't know where it's been. Or maybe you do. That's why I like it under there, eh? Eh? Dirty man. I will not allow filth on this channel. It's a family place, boys. When is King getting there? I'm not sure of his plans. Think he's off to mummy's. Yeah, after he puts the little one down. So about when Nuns, Borwick and Marky might get about 6-ish. Oh, excuse me. Or just after 6. I'll be swinging off the clothesline by then. Woo, yeah. No, not really. I'll probably be there before then. Sharon is taking... I don't know what that word's meant to be. Lathan? I don't know. To Armthorpe, so I'll get strong enough. Alright. That's cool. You just you give out the village I live in all over the internet. You do that, Bobby. That's sound. I love it. What am I going to do with this one? Shapes, people. Shapes. Yes, I'll do that. Four people in. Hello, 4 people. Hope you're having a splendid day. Hope you don't feel like utter trash like I do. A big old trash can. Big old hunk of trash. Hunk of cheese. Cheesy trash. Oh, this Sudafed is kicking my face in. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gents. Have I messed? No, I haven't. I thought I messed that up for a second, then I was like, what? Start the whole thing again. Oh my shitter. My wee shitter. So I'm just having a 1 minute break. I need a 1 minute break. Oh, I may start hallucinating. That's what you get when you have too many walls, soothers. I tell you what, there's not much soothing going on right now. No. Oh na na, what's my name? Oh na na. Can I enjoy the fun? Prize is to be won. It's the fun house. Cheesy, cheesy, cheese. My wife's just been injured. What's happened down there? Don't know. Some funny business. Business, not business. Oh yes, business. What do I want to do with it? Alright. I'm going to start filling in the gaps. Some gappage. Oh no, don't do this to me. Stupid light. Oh, stop it. I don't need this now. I don't need it. I just don't. Oh, is it right? Sorry, this stupid thing. Just don't want to play ball with it. Alright, Coop, how's it going, man? I hope you're having a better day than this light. Oh, it's just not going to do it, is it? Am I going to have it on? Oh, that's not good. No, I don't. I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? Oh, I'm having a whale of a time here. I've got some sort of illness again. And now my lights decided to pack in. Hola. Hey, how's it going? Oh, what a day to join the stream. I don't normally get this many people. I don't know what to do. On a day where my light is conking in and I'm sick as a swear word. It's just not having it right. You're just gonna have to deal with the shadow. Sorry. Am I gonna have to get another one of these lights? Oh, what a day. How are we both anyway? Sorry, my light was stressing me out. How are you both? You doing good? Live cheese. It is, Mr. Carter. It's live as cheese. Oh, everyone's coming in today. Right as my light buggers up, everyone drops in. Hey, how's it going? Looks really interesting what you're doing. Yeah, messing about with a light that doesn't work. Oh, it's all fun and games, though, isn't it? All fun and games. Thank you for coming in, though, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, it's messed up my eyes a little bit because it's different. It's kind of hard to see. Oh. Sods, yeah, it is, isn't it? Normally, I've got like a USB extension, so it's like 4 little USB ports. Normally, if I just sort of wiggle it around it. Oh, I just don't want to do it, does it? I'm gonna have to leave it like that, even though that's live wedges of cheese. Live as it can be. Yeah, this is a bizarre colour. This is like this is such a weird light colour. It's like I'm trying to draw up my grandma's house or something. That horrible piss yellow light that they have. I used to have one up on the ceiling. USB cheese that you plug into a cheese dongle. Yeah, that's exactly, you know it. It's not the dongle though, it's the light itself. It's this thing's really, it's like the connecting wire to the light itself is really, like it's just really loose and flimsy. So it will go on this light, but when I try and change the mode of it to make it like a clearer light, I just don't want to do it. Oh, dear me. I like that yellow light. The cheese dongle has Swiss holes in it. Absolutely cool. It's full of holes. Full of nonsense. Now I understand cheeses. Exactly. Exactly right. I haven't asked you yet, Gray. What time are you getting here on Saturday? Are you going to be indulging in pizza time? Oh, I was intending today, or I said a couple of days ago, I was going to carry on with the graffiti stuff, but what happened is I really started getting, I thought I'll have a play on, well, I couldn't really record anything because I had like chores and stuff to do, so I thought I've got to be available for that. So I thought I'll just have a play about on Sketchbook, which I've really started to like, and I paid £16 for the thing. You can get a pro version, there's like a couple of extra little bits, and I thought £16, no big deal, it's fine. And I thought, right, I need to start assigning hotkeys to my tablet, which I started doing. All was going well-ish. God, that software, that program could be amazing. It could genuinely be the best drawing app out there. But just because of how silly some of the things are in it, it just fails. So I assigned, or I attempted to assign, the eyedropper tool to a button. It sent the software, the app, whatever, into absolute meltdown, and it changed the language of the entire app into Chinese. Go figure that out. I thought Autodesk were an American company, I guess. So why it's defaulted to Chinese, I don't know. That's not the point. a series of infuriating events occurred that made me want to launch my tablet into the sea, even though it wasn't my tablet's fault. But I've said for a while that I really want to do some digital versions of my work, but just finding the right software has been a challenge because I can't have Procreate. Or I can't afford an iPad to get Procreate. I'm gonna have to find sort of other bits of software. Photoshop is just far too expensive. I don't know what the subscription fee is these days. I think the last time I checked it was about £40 a month for, you get all sorts of business, a load of business I don't want. So that's out. Clip Paint Studio, lots to like about it. The brush part of it though, what's the word I'm looking for? The brush options, the brush interface, whatever you want to call it, is just gash. Yeah, the way you have to manipulate brushes is just annoying. It's just the brushes in general just, again, don't feel great on it. That could be me just being a fussy git, but not happy with it. Sketchbook, there seems like loads of stuff missing, like Infinity, is it called Infinity Scroll? Where you can just move, like Photoshop used to do this, where when you'd scroll it to the edge of the page, it would just go to the edge of the page and stop, whereas later on you could scroll past it. So if you were drawing something right on the left hand side of the page, you could center that in the middle of your screen. Sketchbook doesn't have that. The hotkey stuff again is just, I can't make sense of that. But the brushes in it are great. The feel of it's great. There's some really smart little options, like, is it like a smart brush where you kind of do a stroke and it'll predict what you want to do with it, so you can get an actual straight line out of it without using the line tool, which is really good. But again, there's just loads of bits missing that you think, oh, if you'd just had these little simple things, like there's no grid at all in it. You think, how hard to put a grid in it? I tried Critter again. I've remembered I installed that. By this time I'm spitting feathers, so I'm not really in the mood to mess about because all my software is going wrong. And Critter does something that just... Critter again is free, I know, and it could be incredible, that thing. And I thought, right, I'll get a grid up. It's even got a dot grid for me. I'm like, oh, brilliant. But the measurement is pixels and you can't change it. And it's not a big deal. I could work with that fine, but it just enraged me so much at the time. Like, why? Why can you not change that unit of measurement? Why? I don't ask for much. I don't need fancy bells and whistles, just simple things. But no one app has all the things that I want to use, and it's infuriating. And it just makes me not want to work digitally. That's been my day, lads. Hope yours has been better. And I've been sick all day as well, which doesn't help. But I hope you guys are doing far better than me anyway. But yeah, art software, get it all in the bin. It just doesn't work properly. It annoys me. Hope we get well soon. Nah, I'll be fine. It's just the cold, isn't it? It's just annoying. It's just there in my face. Massive thunderstorms. Ooh. Bloody hell. It's all kicking off in Sweden. No, it's just been grey and miserable here. Not even the entertainment of thunder and lightning. It's been grey, wet, raining. Oh, no guff. One day, we're getting closer to it, but one day there will be 10 people in here all at once. One day. I'll end up getting a nosebleed with numbers like that. 10 whole people. They kind of watch me scribble some lines about. Ow. Oh. I'm gonna have another Hall Soothers. I'm gonna have to hop off feeling a bit down in the dumps and figured I'd listen to some music. I hope you're alright, mate. Sorry to hear that, but yeah, just yeah, chill out and take a load off if you're not feeling it. I know exactly how that feeling is, mate. I always appreciate you popping in, even if it's just for a few minutes, just to say hello, dropping in a like, a hello and all that stuff. I always appreciate you popping in. Apologies I've not been as chatty, I just feel like a dump shower. But I said to myself, I'm doing this. I actually thought of this kind of idea of, yeah, no, not at all, mate. Obviously, you do right by you. If you just need a bit of time by yourself just to chill, you can go and do that, my friend. It's just another day. Hey, tomorrow we start again. That's the way I always see it. Some days get you. Sometimes I think you just got to accept the defeat and think, yeah, today was one that didn't go well. We can go again tomorrow. Yeah, even though I feel like utter trash. Yeah, you too, man. Take care. Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, I said to myself with this one, I said, I'm doing this. Like, it doesn't matter how rubbish I feel, I'm going to do something. I actually thought this would be a simple idea because it's just a bunch of basic squares and I'll fart about filling in the middle bits, but just thinking about it, I'm thinking, this is probably going to take me ages actually, isn't it? That's fine though. It's okay. It's okay if it takes a while. Been a while. I can't remember the words. Shut up, Will. Yeah, I always say 9 o'clock's my cut off. 45 minutes to finish this? Yeah, we'll finish this in 45 minutes. And then I'll go dip and play some No Man's Sky or something. That was a nice little surge of activity. Loads of people coming in saying hello. Warms my cockles. Although drawing absolute guff lines like that doesn't, that makes me want to throw my pen out the window. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, give me a sec. I gave me a bit of a head rush. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did a graffiti alphabet the other day. I was quite happy with it, but I had a couple of people who were like, not so sure about it, which was fine. I had one guy call it outright shit, which was funny. I had a confusing bit of criticism, which was that the alphabet negated to be graffiti because I drew it using dot grid paper. I thought, okay. And when I asked them about that, they got a little defensive and said, what, you can't take a bit of criticism? It's like, I've just had a guy call my work shit. It's what happens, isn't it? When you make stuff. I'm just trying to understand your criticism because I can't make sense of it. Because criticism would imply that there's something constructive that you can improve on. This doesn't quite work, why not try this? Or I don't like this because of blah 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 blah. It's like, oh, that's interesting. Like someone said that the Q and the R looked a bit the same. Which was funny they said that, because I had that thought when I did it, but I thought they were different, just about different enough, but if somebody spotted it, then maybe not. That's a good observation. It's like, yeah, that's cool. And then when I looked at it, looked back at it, I thought maybe if I centre the line that goes through the Q, it was off to the right, like the sort of, is it a serif? Grace, Ways, if you're still in the chat, you're the graphic designers. When you've got, no, it wouldn't be that. The serif is like the bit at the bottom, isn't it? Like if you've got an A, and then you've got a line. You know what I mean? Like that's the serif, isn't it? If you've got bits coming off the side, like accents or whatever. But anyway. But you know what I mean? The line that makes the Q, like you've got an O and then a Q, but the thing that separates them is the line that goes through the Q to make it a Q. The position of that was a bit too similar to the position of the line on the R, where they were similar. And I kind of half thought that when I did it, but I thought they were different enough that I could get away with it, but somebody highlighted it, so it's like, maybe not. But that's a good example of where like a fresh pair of eyes might look at it and highlight it. It's like, yeah, that's cool. I can have a look at that, change it a bit. Somebody said that the A wasn't 100% readable, which was fair. I thought it was, but then you go back and look and you go, yeah, maybe there's a point. Maybe I could just shuffle a couple of bits around on that. But it was interesting, given all the comments to read. And the thing is, after all, it was constructive criticism that made me completely rework a lot of what I was doing. Because I had a couple of people say that the readability wasn't quite there, which was true, it wasn't. and then I did a piece, but I think I went maybe too far the other way, so it looked a bit too basic. But I think you need to do that, do those little experiments, those extra drawings, to find out where the right balance is, kind of thing. Like I said, I was gonna carry on with that today, but I felt garbage and I got too stuck into faffing about on Sketchbook. It was driving me that crazy, it made me want to uninstall it. I nearly said something else then. I remember from the last time. Itchy face. Oh god, what have I done there? Oh. Blech. Can't draw a straight line. Rancid. Oh, 6 likes. Thank you very much. I think that's the most. Is that the most I've got? George stream? I don't know, I can't remember. Obviously built up a few more after that, but... Sorry, I'm just having a minute. I'll need to take like a minute or so breaks just every 15 minutes or so, because... Instagram requests. Hey, your art is really good. Why didn't you let us advertise some jewellery? No, you're alright. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan of this yellow light. I don't like it. it's still showing up along, yeah. Absolutely throwing it down outside. Wunderbar. I hope it's not like this on Saturday. I will be most displeased. I have a 7th like. Thank you very much for the like. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I've had a few people ask recently if these are going to be available to buy. Obviously the ones in the sketchbook aren't, but I still got people's attention. I'll redraw some of these a bit neater with some additions and stuff, and I'll make them available to buy. The plan was this week to kind of go through some of them and see how they turn out, see how the pens draw on the paper, all that kind of stuff. That was the plan. Depending on how I feel towards the end of the week, I might get like a mock one up, and if I'm happy with it, I can crack on with the other ones that I'm going to sell. But they'll be available to buy soon. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday, so I had a time lapse scheduled in. I've not done one in a while, so I might do one of those. It'll be that, again, depending on how I feel, it'll be that, or I'll carry on with the graffiti scrapbook. I might even do a scrapbook tour. I don't know, see how I feel tomorrow. I'll do something tomorrow. What that's going to be, I don't know. It'll either be a live stream or it'll be a new time lapse. Just depends what I'm in the mood to draw, I think. Absolutely slinging it down. God, my ears are burning. I mean that literally as well, my ears are on fire. Whew. Let's have a look at you on the screen. You've zoomed out again, I've noticed. Thank you, Streamlabs. Let's have a look at you. Okay. It's looking decent. Do I fill in the bottom right, bottom left a little bit more? No, I'm going to say I'm just going to leave it this time. Ow! My arm. I know I said I was going to leave this corner, but I lied. It was bugging me how bare it was. I've got an 8th like. Thank you for the 8th like. Appreciate it. Oh, I need to do the top. I've neglected that. my shoulder. Sign off with this, but I'm not. I'll sign it there, but I'm not quite done. Yes. Give me a second. I can't decide. There's two different ways I could play this. Excuse me. Thankfully, I've already got my my mood board thingy up. Oh, okay. I don't know why I've decided to do this. I've just given myself more work ultimately, but oh well. now it'll be worth it. I'm glad I've made that decision. It's more work and it's going to be harder and it's going to test my eyes, but there's not that many sections to it. It'll be fine. But holy crap. Cheese. That must be Nigel with the brie. Oh my god, I nearly did the wrong bit then. Come on, let's see if we can get up to 10 likes before the old stream ends. Come on, chat, I've got no idea who's in or who's not and who's liked and who hasn't, but I'm sure we can do it. We can get it up to 10 likes. We can do it. Do it! Do it now! Give me the 10 likes. It's not the cleanest line, but it's fine. Stuck on 8 likes, come on. Come on people, I believe in you. We can get up to 10. I know we can. Not with lines like that, I won't. Hello, Mohammed Iksan. Forgive me if I have not pronounced that correctly, but welcome to the stream. Don't believe I've seen you in here before. You may, I don't know if you've joined previously or not, said anything, but hello. How are you? Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining. I was just trying to convince the people in here who haven't yet liked to chuck a like up to get it to 10. Because that's the done thing on YouTube, isn't it? You've got to beg for likes and subscribes and all that stuff. But I hope you're well. I hope you're doing good. Where's the line? But yeah, do let me know if I pronounced your name right. I hope I did. What are you drawing? I am drawing... So, I just draw pictures. How can I describe this? It's just random shapes and lines. The inspiration comes from 2D video games, specifically 2D pixel art video games, shoot 'em ups from the SNES and Mega Drive era. So, like, what I really like is the sort of backgrounds of those games, with like the moving space stations and sort of mechanical animals and monsters that you fight. Like the panel, like you see like the big bold panels and then the circuitry and machines and stuff underneath it. I also take inspiration from graffiti art. They're the two main ones. It's just this particular series that I do, it's just me messing about, just drawing random lines and shapes, and seeing what comes of it, really. There's no real thought or anything like that just goes behind it. I just draw some stuff and see what comes from it. I might have a very, very vague idea before coming into it, but they're the kind of drawings that I do. I also draw these kind of drawings in colour. Is this the right one? Yeah, so I've got this book here. I time-lapse these ones. So I record them and then speed them up, so they're about 2 to 3.5 minutes. Same kind of thing, like inspired by neon cities, like factories, just that kind of stuff. There's a page there. Yeah. I think I'm currently on my 34. That was the last one I did. I think that's, or 35, I think. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I normally do. I've got an A6 book that I do minute-long versions of in. I also try, because I've upset a few people, I try and do graffiti pieces as well. But I've not been, joking aside, I've not been really happy with what I've done graffiti-wise, so I kind of went back to the drawing board and started again. So I drew, like I started this sketchbook where I'm just practicing graffiti lettering and words and things like that. So that's the kind of gist of my channel. And what I draw, we've got a 9th like as well. Thank you very much. Come on, we're nearly at 10. We can get there. We can get to 10 likes. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd explain it. I don't know if you know anything about this channel or what I draw normally and stuff. So I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown of what I normally draw. But yeah, I just draw random stuff. Stuff that I enjoy drawing. Just interesting and fun things to draw based around sort of my inspirations that I mentioned, just basic shapes, lines, just having fun, having a good old time with my pens. And then hope people like it, because I do intend to draw physical copies of these and frame them and put them up for sale. I've not been doing this stuff that long, so I've kind of been figuring out the best way to do it all, but that's the gist of it. But yeah, but this particular drawing though, this specific one, it's nothing specific, it's just me having a bit of fun, just messing about with stuff. Nine likes, come on. We can get to 10, I'm sure we can. I know we can, I know it. I should set a challenge like that one day, actually, shouldn't I? I'll draw and I'll not stop drawing until I get to a certain amount of likes. I'm not doing that today, God no. You remind me of my brother. He likes to draw like the pictures you make, but I don't know what he drew. It's an actor. Yeah, abstracts are, that's one of the tags I tend to use. It very much is abstract, just like it's not meant to look like anything. Like I said, the best way I suppose I could describe it, it's just me having fun and me playing about with basic shapes. And I just use the inspiration from, like, you know, those 2D video games and graffiti to, I don't know, to I suppose, so I've got some sort of reference in my mind as to what it can look like. But overall, it is just me randomly putting shapes together. There's I mentioned earlier in the stream that a year ago I started scrapbooking because I didn't know what to draw. Like I used to draw movie, like characters from movies as posters, but I don't know, I stopped kind of enjoying it and not really liking what I was putting out there, and it was taking too long because I want to actually make money from my artwork. And the movie poster stuff, it looked a bit too, I don't know, somebody said it looked a bit too, they said they couldn't tell it apart from a real picture, which was a nice compliment, but it wasn't what the intending goal was. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to draw what I enjoy drawing. I'm just going to have fun with drawing. I came across a channel called Peter Draws. He kind of does abstract kind of things, and he's really, really good, and his artwork looks incredible. But he just draws what he wants. He just has fun with his artwork. And I just thought, well, why can't I have fun with my artwork as well? And that's kind of what I've been doing. Just playing about with stuff. But Yeah, if your brother does this kind of work, I'd love to see some of that. I do like seeing, discovering new artists and seeing their work. I say discovering, like I discover, you know what I mean, like seeing artists that I've never seen before is what I mean. And checking out their work. Are we going to get 10 likes? Are we going to get there before I jump off? We're up to 9. It's the most I've ever had during the stream. Like I'll pick up likes afterwards and stuff, but actually during the stream. Can we get it up to 10? Can you grant this sick man a request? There's 5 of you in here. Come on, people, we can do it. I believe in you. I'm sorry, I can't speak English. I'm using Google Translate, and in my place don't have fast internet. I'll watch your video. Wow. I honestly couldn't tell you couldn't speak English. Google Translate seems to do an alright job then. But no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for stopping by and sparking up a chat. Always appreciate it. Always thankful. And the fact that you're going to watch my video in the morning, again, thank you for that. I just hope I answered your question well enough. I'm not great at articulating stuff sometimes, so I hope I gave you a sufficient answer. Oh, I messed that up. No, it's alright, it'll do. It'll do. I don't think I'm going to get to 10, am I? Because I'm coming off in a couple of minutes. Just trying to find little bits. Well, we weren't able to get to 10 because I'm going to come off now, I think. But still 9, I'm not going to turn my nose up at that. Thank you so much for everybody who did drop a like. I really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, I'll leave that there. Right. Thank you so much to everybody who joined. Thank you to everybody who dropped a like, said hello. Bobby, thank you for commenting. Ellis, thank you for commenting. Oh, I feel like death. No Nots Nottingham, thank you very much for commenting as well, for popping in. Always good to chat to you, Coob. Hope you feel better soon. I'm sure you will. Like I said, just take a load off. Graham Cheese, always good to see you. And Mohammed Iksan, thank you very much for popping in. I don't know if you dropped a like, but if you did, thank you. And for the quick chat, thank you for coming back to tomorrow and watching some videos. Thank you. Ellis, loving the work tonight, buddy. Cheers, man. It's another one of those where I'll have like a quick idea. I think, right, I'll roughly sketch that out. And I'm never sure if it's going to work, but then when I flesh it out, it always turns out okay. But always appreciate you coming in, Cheese. Thank you. I'm going to go and dip my head in a bucket of ice because my face is burning up. Tomorrow I will have something tomorrow. I do not know what. Probably a live stream because my ring light is playing up and I can't be having that go off sort of in the middle of a recording. That'll just do my head in. And I'm not sure I can be bothered with the editing afterwards either. So just a chilled live stream in the scrapbook, I think, carrying on with the graffiti stuff. I'll probably do that tomorrow. And then Wednesday, what's Wednesday? I might do an Arteza drawing on Wednesday because I've not done one in so long. Like I think like 4 of the last Fridays I've been doing something, so I'll probably do that on Wednesday. So yeah. But again, it just all depends how I feel when I stop feeling like guff. But that's what I got for today. Hope you liked it. Thanks to all who liked, commented and joined. And I'll see you again tomorrow. I'll chuck out a notice on the social media so you can all have a look. Cheers, and I'll catch you later.